What's up, Fly Squad? It's been a long journey so far. But after traveling and exploring possibilities in over 21 countries, spanning over 4 continents, over the last 2 years, I finally made a decision where I want to put my home base. And today, I'm going to share the 10 reasons why I decided to live in Nicaragua. Number 1, this is the safest country in all of Central America. And you can definitely feel it, like just interacting with the local people as you walk down the street, in markets, shops. It's just walking anywhere in the city, you feel completely at ease, like no gunfire, no crazy people spazzing out on the streets. Everybody seems to really have a good head on their shoulders, and respect, common decency, and common courtesy as well. Like, no problems with anybody since I've been here, and any time of the day as well. Like, whether you're walking around during the day or at night, I just feel completely safe and at ease and at peace, So that's definitely a bonus, a plus on my list, because many places that's hard to find in the world today, as we know. Like, of course, like all over the world, but I'll speak on where I'm from. Compared to Nicaragua, the US, is a lot more violent crimes going on. Even when you look at statistics, it's like sites like Google and Statista and ChatGPT, and just looking at the TV, you can just see like how out of control, the crime is. And so, yeah, I definitely feel a lot more at ease here in this country, and just very peaceful surroundings. And when you look at Nicaragua compared to other countries in Central America, it is at the top of the list for safety. I mean, by a long, long margin. When you look at, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, also very safe. Costa Rica, Panama, Nicaragua is the safest among all of these countries, and among the safest in all of Latin America. So, yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons why I decided to live here in Nicaragua. Number 2, the cost of living is amazing here. Great exchange rate when it comes to the Cordoba from the dollar. And people also accept the dollar here as currency as well. But yeah, definitely a place that you can live for under $1,000 a month easily and comfortably. Yeah, of course, coming from the US, things are definitely out of control with the cost of living there. So it was great to see that it's places not far from the US, around the central region of the Americas, that you can live and enjoy life without having to work so hard. Coming from countries like the US, Canada, Europe, places where it's a favorable exchange rate. So yeah, you can definitely have a great quality of life here on a low budget of just about $1,000 a month. Very, very great factor when it comes to making this decision to move here to Nicaragua. Number 3, fair prices. When I say fair prices, I mean I'm treated just like everybody else. Not like a tourist, not like a gringo. I'm treated just like everyone in the local population. Now, in some countries around the world, this is not always the case. Like, I've been to countries where they have this thing called gringo price, where you go on the street market, try to buy something. They see that you speak with an accent, even if you look like the local people there, or that you definitely look like a tourist. They automatically charge you a higher price than they would a regular local person. That does not happen here. Everybody treats you with equal respect and dignity. I love that about Nicaragua. So anytime you go to a market or restaurant or anything like that, you can expect fair prices and great treatment and great customer service. That's another bonus. People here treat you so good, they make you want to keep coming back. And you definitely get a lot for what you pay for. Which brings me to my next point. Number 4, the people here are so friendly. Just blows me away how welcoming the people here in Nicaragua are. From the time you land at the airport, to getting in your taxi, to arriving at your Airbnb or hotel, to just walking around the city, people treat you like a family member. It's just so great to see, like, people have great welcoming spirit, smiles, you know, even if they're not in the best of situations in their life. They greet you with a smile. They speak to you as you walk down the street. Anybody, from an old man to a young woman. Beautiful, beautiful people here in Nicaragua. That's another part I want to add on to the friendly. The population here is so beautiful and diverse all over the country, from the Pacific side to the Caribbean side. Beautiful mixed blend of people that are so friendly and welcoming. It just makes you not want to leave, which is why I decided to stay after all. So yeah, definitely love that about Nicaragua. Friendly, welcoming, positive energy that I get here in this population. And the women, of course, definitely gorgeous, beautiful, friendly, smiling. I love the blend of flavors that they have here. Very beautiful skin, beautiful hair. It's just, yeah, definitely, that's a definite plus of living here in Nicaragua. In addition to that, it brings me to my next point, number 5, the beautiful landscape of the environment here in this country. It is absolutely amazing. Like, well, they even call this place the land of lakes and volcanoes. And it is a spectacular sight, I must say. You know, like, even when I'm just walking to the grocery store, you know, and just, I've definitely lived around mountains before, but it's just like something special, you know, just like, it just shapes the landscape in a way that just looks so spectacular, you know, all around the country too, like from the Pacific beaches to the volcano crater lakes to the countryside to the city life, to the market, to the vibrant energy you get just being, you know, walking down the lanes, the forests, the parks here. It's just great, beautiful energy and surroundings. Now, there are some parts of the city, just like every city, that's not so beautiful. Like, you know, the urban areas, some areas that's, you know, the ghetto. But they also have very beautiful suburbs, you know. But how it all comes together, how it all blends together, just creates this serene environment that's just so, it just makes you really appreciate the beauty of nature, you know. And yeah, it's just an amazing, beautiful landscape that just gives you the sense of calm and serenity and tranquility. As you can see, that's definitely a reason that brought me back here to Nicaragua. Which brings me to number 6. The culture is something that really blew my mind here. The food, the music, the traditions, the festivals, but the food in particular, wow, I must say, fritanga, definitely one of the tastiest types of food that I've tried anywhere in Latin America. And it's so fresh, natural. The frescos they have here that they make, the fruits here, 100% natural. And you can taste it, the vitamins, you can just taste it, how it revitalizes you as soon as you take a sip. And the food, everything from the cheese, the fried cheese, the baked cheese, the meat, the carne asada, the pollo, the cerdo, the gallo pinto, the maduro, the just everything about the food here is just absolutely delicious. And I mean everything. Everything that I've tasted here has definitely just brought a tingle to my taste buds and a smile to my stomach. As you can see, yeah, it's been getting a little bit bigger. But, and not only that, like, they give you huge portions every time that you order. So it's like, the prices is so great, like low prices and high quality, you know? And it's just like, you just can't get enough of it. Like, I haven't even tried anything other than Nicaraguan food since I've been here. And they also have different types of food, from Chinese food to American food, Burger King, McDonald's, of course, you know, Mexican food. They have all types of different variety here. But once you get a taste of fritanga, you just don't want nothing else. Like, it's like, I mean, yeah, of course you still like the stuff you grew up on, but while here in country, you would choose to eat that, or at least I would choose to eat that every day. And that's real. That's real, you know. But at the same time, you know, when I'm trying to lose weight, it's like, yeah, you got to balance it out best you can. Also, the music here, great blend of music. When you go to the discos, nightclubs, bars, they have a good variety, a good blend of all this different type of Caribbean and Afro beats and reggae and reggaeton and bachata, salsa, cumbia, just great mix of music. It just brings a vibrant energy to the atmosphere. And when you add that with the food and the traditional culture, the music also they have here, like Payo de Mayo. Definitely, you know, even the folklore music, you know, it's just everything that I've seen and experienced here has left a smile on my face. Just made me just decide to just go ahead and park my car, so to speak, right here in Nicaragua and get and absorb more of the flavor here in the country, so I can, you know, the way I feel so far right now, this is where I want to be. You know, I don't see myself going anywhere else for a while, but I definitely plan on traveling more. But this is definitely the place that surprised me the most and made me want to sit down and be somewhere and have a home base. Yeah, so let me continue, because I could talk about that all day. So on to my next point, number 7. The warm tropical weather all year round. That is one part that I really enjoy about being here in Nicaragua. Now, it's located not far from the equator, right in the Caribbean and part of the, you know, map. So the climate here is always warm, always around 80 degrees to 90 degrees year round. So you could really enjoy walking around in shorts, flip-flops, t-shirts, whatever you like, you know. It's just like when you go outside, you're gonna experience a lot of humidity. It's very hot as far as that goes, but I don't mind. I could definitely, my body, I prefer being hot rather than being cold. You know, it's easy to cool off. You can just jump in the pool, jump in the beach, jump in the shower if you're at home, you know. So yeah, that's definitely a part that I really enjoy here in Nicaragua. I love tropical weather. I'm a tropical person. I feel like I belong in the tropics. So yeah, I love that part about Nicaragua very much. You know, and along with being a tropical country comes tropical fruits. You have mangoes. You can just walk down the street and they're everywhere. You go, you know, they're just falling off the trees, you know, as well as other fruits and, you know, bananas, papayas, guavas, you know, coconuts. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful weather. That's definitely a bonus of being here in Nicaragua. And along with the beautiful tropical weather, another reason that brought me here that I found out through some research on the internet is Nicaragua does not tax worldwide income. Now, I know that's not something people first think about maybe when they move to another country, but it's an important factor that I think a lot of people should consider looking at, because not many countries around the world has this advantage, which means that if you are a U.S. citizen or a citizen of another country, a lot of times, as long as you retain your citizenship there, no matter if you move to another country, they're still going to tax you in the U.S. So if you still continue to make money, whether it be online or from a remote job, the U.S. is going to tax you if you make over a certain amount per year. And then most other countries are also going to tax you, no matter if you make the money in their country or online. The worldwide income that you make is taxable. So here in Nicaragua, that is not a thing. They do not tax worldwide income, which means even though I have to pay taxes in the US, I won't have to pay them here. And that is a huge benefit when it comes to the country that you choose to live in, because some people continue to make large amounts of money while they live abroad. And I've heard countries say they could tax anywhere from 15 to 25% of that. So that means you get taxed twice each year by the country that you're living in abroad and the country that you came from. So yeah, that's definitely a good benefit of being here in Nicaragua. They're very lax when it comes to worldwide income. They do not touch your worldwide income. So you can keep everything that you earn from your online business or remote work here in Nicaragua, and you won't have to worry about paying any extra tax on that, which puts a lot more money in your pocket to live better, baby. And that's what it's about. In addition to the great tax benefits, brings me to my next point, number 9, the affordable cost of real estate. Whether you're renting, buying land, or buying a house, the prices are spectacular here. Now, in my case, I'm only renting right now, but as a starter apartment, trying to see how this country goes so far, I pay only just $300 a month for this place here, fully furnished, and no extra cost on that. Like some places want to charge you like a HOA type of fee, or even property taxes, along with other utilities. Here, everything is included. Security, property tax, no HOA. In many cases, internet, water is also included. It's like, yeah, very good prices, great prices when it comes to renting apartments here, as well as buying homes. You can get many homes here for just about $30,000 to $50,000. Even houses on the beach, I've saw properties that you can get for like $55,000 if you want to get like a huge house, like 4 or 5 bedrooms, easily under $100,000, or sometimes over if you want to get like a mansion type of deal. But anyway you look at it, what you would get in a place like the US for 600, 700,000, you can get here for just about 100,000, which is a great benefit to people that plan on moving here with large families or just want to live that rock star lifestyle, And yeah, definitely great prices. Land as well. You can get like a huge plot of land for just about, depending on what city you're in. Here in Managua, I've seen some for about 40,000. Nice plot of land in a great area. Even 70,000, stuff like that. And if you're out further in like rural area, 5,000 to 10,000, So it's like, yeah, great opportunities when it comes to real estate, great prices as far as that. And you're in a very safe country on top of that. Yeah, definitely a great bonus of being here in Nicaragua. So we're gonna see more of that as I continue being here, and I'm definitely gonna share my entire experiences with you guys, so stay tuned for that. Number 10 of the reasons why I decided to live here in Nicaragua: the close proximity to the US and to many countries nearby. The location of Nicaragua is, just like it said in the name, Central America. literally right in the middle of both North and South America, the Caribbean, the Pacific. Everything is right here centered, you know, so it's easy to take a flight back. If I want to go visit my family in Florida, 2 hour, sometimes maybe like 5 hours if I get a layover, but very affordable prices as well to visit the US, as well as many other countries nearby like Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Jamaica, Dominican, all of the Caribbean islands. Everything is very central. Very great location here on the map in general. Like, that's a great reason. One of the reasons why I definitely chose this area, because it's like, you know, if you have an emergency, it's quick to get back or visit when, you know, something like that happens, versus having to travel like 20 hours from another continent like Africa or Asia. It's just, and the time zone, you're pretty much on the same time zone as well if you're doing business, and you don't have to do too much altering to your work schedule. So that's definitely a great benefit to living here in Nicaragua, because you don't have to change too much of, you know, the way you do business as far as the time frames and the time zones, and you could quickly transport throughout many countries really fast. So those are the reasons, the 10 reasons why I decided to make Nicaragua my new home. And I plan on doing a lot more traveling here, seeing a lot more of the country, and sharing that with you guys. So stay tuned, because I got a lot more adventure ahead. You know what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.